Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A father shot and killed at an Oakland County apartment complex, and it was his neighbor who allegedly pulled the trigger. Topping our news tonight at 11, investigators tonight believe that father was mistakenly targeted.
A strange text his neighbor received is now at the center of this murder investigation. Pamela Osborne live in Oxford, where it happened. And Pamela, I know you just spoke with the victim's family.
Dennis was a cancer survivor, they tell me. He served in the Army, and his biggest pride was his 15-year-old son. He was a single father raising his son. It's one of the reasons why they say he worked that 4 a.m. shift. He wanted to go to work so that way he could be home and watch his son's games. That is what police say he was doing this morning, getting ready to start his day at work, when he was gunned down in his own car.
I mean, my brother was just going to work like he did every single morning.
Lori Hamilton is one of Dennis Kendrick's 3 sisters. She couldn't believe he was gone when she got the call this morning, and she still can't believe it. Police say it was 3:30 this morning when Kendrick was in his SUV at the Abbey Ridge Apartments, about to leave for work, when an armed man he didn't know approached.
He received what he perceived as a threatening message and tried to figure out who it may have came from. So he began walking around the parking lot of his complex and found this person in their car.
Investigators say it's not clear why the gunman believed Kendrick sent the text. They're still working to determine exactly what happened, but say the gunman confronted Kendrick. There was a struggle. The 36-year-old pulled out a gun and shot Kendrick several times. Afterwards, he called 911.
He called and said that he had shot someone that he thought had threatened him.
Kendrick, a single father of 15-year-old Kamari, died at the scene. It's yet another trauma for the student athlete who himself has already survived so much.
His son was there in one of the hallways where the shootings occurred, and heard the shooting. He heard it, and he was safe, and we're thankful for that. And then to turn around a couple months later and deal with this, we can't even deal with it.
This Oxford community rallying once again, this time around Kamari. A GoFundMe account has been set up in his name, and so far it's raised over $17,000. We're going to post that information on our website, clickondetroit.com. But in the meantime, that suspect, he is behind bars tonight. We're told that charges could come as soon as tomorrow. Reporting live in Oxford, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
All right, Pamela, we need to get to breaking news now. Just in from Detroit's west side, where a driver is shot at 8 Mile and Telegraph in what could be another case of road rage.
The shooting then caused the driver to crash. Tim Pamplin is on the scene with the night cam.
This breaking news occurring along 8 Mile near Telegraph, that's Southfield on that side of 8 Mile Road. As we turn around and zoom into the woods there, you see the tail lights of a car. The driver of that vehicle shot multiple times, I'm being told, at least once in the head. He was picked up by Detroit police, taken to an area hospital. Now, as I pan down the road, look at all these evidence markers. 16, I think I counted, shell casings down there. Detroit police on this side of the road checking out the green light camera. I'm hearing this might have all been caught on one of their surveillance cameras. So again, this is westbound 8 Mile closed at Telegraph as Southfield police investigate this possible road rage shooting, which has sent one man to the hospital with multiple gunshot wounds. We'll have updates overnight at Click on Detroit and first thing in the morning on Local 4 News today. That's for seeing along 8 Mile near Telegraph with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Okay, Tim. Well, it finally felt like spring today, and even warmer temperatures in the forecast.
That's right. But Paul, I know you're also tracking some showers that could impact the morning commute.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you, those temperatures, Devin, they were still like 10 degrees below average today. It's just that shows you how pathetic we are. Look at where we've been. That today felt great. It did feel good with that sunshine. Temps generally in the mid-40s right now, and that's pretty much the low for the night. They're going to start coming up toward dawn. The wind not too bad. That has settled down a bit during the course of the evening hours. All right, Storm Tracker 4 showing this is not rain. This is just ground clutter here from the radar. This is rain up here, and back to the west here. You can see that's where the more significant band of rain is starting to set up here. No lightning here. This is not heavy stuff. The main event really is not going to come in until between midnight and 3 in the morning. So for the kids at the bus stop tomorrow, there'll still be some scattered showers around at the morning bus stop. Temperatures, though, again, coming up, so near 50 degrees. Afternoon, lots of sunshine and breezy. So, again, we've been telling you all day, take the sunglasses with you. Even though it's cloudy with showers in the morning, you'll need it for the drive home in the afternoon. You will love the temperatures coming our way for this weekend. We'll have that for you in just a bit.
All right, Paul. The filing deadline is now come and gone for political offices in Michigan, and these newly redrawn congressional maps mean the primaries are packed. And in the case of the 11th district, that means 2 sitting Democratic members of Congress going head-to-head. Mara McDonald live in Pontiac, and Mara, Haley Stevens and Andy Levin debated each other at the Strand Theater tonight.
Devin, they sure did. And while the two had many similarities on issues, Haley Stevens ended up asking the question tonight that many Democrats have been asking. Let me show you.
With all due respect to my colleague here, I think our voters have a right to know why you wouldn't run for Congress in a district in an open seat that doesn't have a Democrat running for it, that has 500,000 of your constituents.
The Levin-Stevens matchup is a hard one for Democrats. Stevens is referencing the new 10th district, which Levin opted not to run in. Republicans view that seat as winnable for them, especially with a field of Democratic candidates without Levin's name ID and ability to raise funds.
It's not up to politicians to choose their voters. It's up to the voters to choose their politicians. I'm running for re-election in Madison Heights and Hazel Park and Pleasant Ridge and Huntington Woods and Berkeley and Royal Oak over to Bloomfield Township. My house, I didn't move to run in this race. My house is dead center of this new district.
All of which means these midterms in these new seats are going to be interesting and hard, especially for voters at the Levin-Stevens debate tonight.
I am so disappointed because we have 2 great competitors and we need both of them in Congress.
Haley has been around for years, and you know Carl Levin, you know the history of that. And it's sad because we need both of them.
Back here live, while the Stevens-Levin primary isn't the only contentious one out there, realize that you've got the 13th Congressional Democratic primary. That thing is chock full with contenders, 7 of which have real name ID. And then take a look at the GOP gubernatorial primary. That is going to be a meat grinder. We're live in Pontiac tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
10 names on that GOP list for governor at last check. You're right. All right, Mara.
We're learning more tonight about a deadly mobile home fire last month in Lapeer County. Investigators say that fire was set intentionally by 39-year-old Candace Turton. She was one of the 4 victims who died in the fire last month. This was at the Victoria Meadows Mobile Home Park in Dryden Township. The case is being investigated as an arson, homicide, and suicide. No other details are being released right now.
Beloved Zamboni driver Al Sabotka now suing Olympia Entertainment over his firing, saying he was wrongly let go after 51 years because a medical condition forced him to urinate in an ice pit at the LCA. Tonight, he talked only to our Bernie Smilowitz.
Does it hurt to talk about this?
Yes.
And are you feeling inside like it's... Are you ashamed? Are you like embarrassed at all?
I'm kind of embarrassed for what I did, but over that, you know.
Do you have trouble sleeping at night?
Yes.
Do you have trouble like functioning during the day? Do you stop at some point in the day and go, what the hell happened to me?
Still does this, yes. Took a sleeping pill from my wife that she has a condition, and I couldn't sleep with that either.
Olympia Entertainment has yet to respond to the lawsuit. More on Bernie's conversation with Al Sabotka coming up tonight in sports. The Justice Department tonight filing an appeal seeking to overturn that judge's order to drop the federal mask mandate on public transportation.
The filing comes after the CDC asked the Justice Department to appeal the decision. In a statement today, the CDC says requiring masks on public transportation remains necessary for public health. Meantime, Michigan is reporting 10,474 new cases over the past week. That averages out to 1,496 cases per day. We've also lost another 78 lives. In just hours, survivors of Larry Nassar will be filing new claims against the FBI. They claim the Bureau was grossly negligent in its investigation into Nassar's sexual abuse. An Inspector General report found Indianapolis FBI officials made false statements and then failed to respond for months to early allegations. The Justice Department originally decided not to prosecute the FBI agents, but last year reopened the case. We're going to learn more about the claims during a news conference set for tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
City of Mariupol Mariupol on the brink of falling into Russian hands. Russian troops tightening their defenses at a steel plant that represents really the last known Ukrainian stronghold in the city of Mariupol. One Ukrainian soldier says they may only have a few days or hours left. President Biden is expected to announce a new weapons package for Ukraine in the coming days. So far, more than 5 million people have left Ukraine since the invasion began in February.